Are you a mushroom? 'Cause fun guy.
I like your laugh a lot, Brittany.
So it was like more, I had talked to him before this, but we never like actually talked. So I was putting my silverware up and he just kind of looked at me, and I refused to make eye contact with like any seniors besides Evan and Michelle at that point. And he just kind of looked at me and he was like, "Are you scared of me?"
You have the shirt I'm wearing right now, so I think you have very good taste in clothing.
So ever since then, he had like kind of made a point to talk to me, and I realized that not everybody in that class is like antisocial, and they're actually willing to talk to us in freshmen, and it's really nice to hear that.
You make some nice jokes that I overhear and I give a ha-ha to because they're nice.
Right, well, one of the first times I talked to Brayden, I don't know why, but he was like making me guess his middle name, and like he wouldn't tell me. He just kept giving me really weird, awkward hints that could literally have been like anything, and I ended up just like laughing about it for like 10 minutes.
So Dorian's really pretty cool.
If you were a box of crayons, you'd be the jumbo pack kind with a pencil sharpener.
You got a good storytelling mind.
Dorian, you're a really cool person and your car's lit.
He's really quiet a lot of the time, but if you actually get him talking, he's an awesome talker.
One of the best memories I'll have of Dylan is in theater, because he basically saved our butts for theater this year, and he was really great, and he always kept us really positive during the show, and that was always really helpful.
Dylan has talked to me quite a bit about my boots and complimented me about that. I really like him for that. He seems like a really good guy, and I think he's going to do really well in the world after his high school career.
I mean, like, I feel like I don't know you on like a personal basis, but like our combos and independent study were pretty lit, so.
I don't really know you, but you seem like a generous person and you're great in plays.
Thanks for a pretty cosmic time in Earth space. I feel like we really bonded, especially when we had to make the Grand Canyon out of a cake. I feel like that really went well.
Beginning of this year, and he thought I was new to the studio.
I'd have to acknowledge Kiefer, Dorian, Brayden, and Dylan. You all were the ones that kind of brought me up here for the first time. You all needed a drummer for the cabaret, and Amy told me about it and brought me up. And we never really played in the cabaret, but you did at least introduce me up here. And so, thanks.
You were in my video for German, and that turned out pretty good.
One of my best memories from Idris is being in pre-cal class and him always making those stupid little jokes about sine and cosine, and to this day I'll always remember those stupid little jokes that he made in math class.
Remember that time when you got me in trouble because you made me Hail Hitler? Those were good times.
You wear that little striped thing that looks like graph paper lines, you know, all the time. Like the Sega Master System boxes, you know, the graph paper. It's like Adidas or Nike or something. I think it's great. And you should continue to be wearing that at least every day of the week.
So we didn't really talk until like the last month of school, but you're like a pretty like cool person. We've had some pretty lit conversations. Thanks for like teaching me how to play checkers, and let me braid your hair. That's pretty fun.
Brendan, he's just like the most rad dude ever. Like, is the best way to describe him.
Hey, I just wanted to say I really like your taste in music. It's pretty cool.
He's always like wearing a cool shirt, and he's always like got this cool, you know, I know what I'm doing, lightheaded tone.
Even though we work separately, it was fun interning with you, and you're a really cool guy.
I just appreciate how he acts on a regular day basis.
Brendog, we've had some really great conversations during theater, and especially the ones where you just walk by me in the hall and whisper something in my ear.
I hope you do well in life.
Evan is one of my all-time favorite people that's ever gone to the school.
Well, with Evan, I wish I got to know him a bit more, because he's just a cool nerd that I like to hang out with, and I consider him to be pretty awesome.
You know how you'll sometimes jump out of your chair at the end of group? I think that you've sometimes made me subconsciously do that.
He has always been there. He's great to just sit and do work with, and he always is willing just to talk.
You're a great person to be around, and I wish you the best.
It's really awesome to have a friend there that really understands you and that's willing to just put aside everything else just to have a conversation with you.
You're a big, lovable goofball.
He's always been a really good friend to me since day one.
Evan, you are the punniest person I've ever met, so I'm gonna end our year off with just a bunch of puns. It was an emotional wedding. Even the cake was in tears. How do you make antifreeze? You steal her blanket. Why couldn't the bicycle stand on its own? It was too tired. Anyway, glad to get to know you.
I'm gonna miss you a lot, but I really am.
So Michelle is probably the only person that I feel really understands me in our class, full 100%. She has been there since the very beginning. She's like another mom.
Yay, you did it! I hope you're so proud of what you've accomplished. I wish you the best of luck. Michelle is a great friend and an awesome partner for our Anatomy and Physiology exhibition project.
Michelle, you're a really awesome person. I think that my favorite memory that I have with you was just that first conversation that we had about pranks, makeup, and getting things taken away.
I don't know what next year's gonna be like without her. It's really hard just thinking about it.
Hope started this nickname for me, and she would call me Shark Bait all the time. She signed my yearbook with it. She got a bunch of people whenever I was down on the islands, and they would just always look at me and they'd go, Shark Bait, ooh ha ha. And it made me crack up just every time. I couldn't keep a straight face.
I wish you great luck in the real world.
I guess just get that portrait signed by the band member and remember to wear waterproof makeup at graduation. You're the best.
I love her a lot, and I hope she has a great time at college.
Throughout the year, I've seen you put together a lot of events, which just show how hardworking you are, and I like your hot pink shoes.
Hey, you got some nice hair, it's lovely.
You've been a huge part of my life this year, and I'm so glad that I got to know you.
Thanks for being my prom date and attempting to remake the water scene from Dirty Dancing with me, even if you almost got us in a car accident on the way there.
You posted me on one of your things and didn't tell me, but I found it out. Cool, very nice.
You're the nicest old person I've ever met, and I enjoy our conversations.
Max, you're a really great person, and I don't honestly think I've ever seen you in a bad mood.
So Max is just really inspiring.
What isn't there to say about Max? He's just cool and awesome and does a lot of awesome stuff. And when he grows a beard out, it looks totally awesome. If I had to describe Max, awesome.
Max, you're my favorite senior. You know, we had some really amazing times in theater together. Me and my brother, we came up with some things to talk about with you, and like the things he wishes he could say to you. We were like bros.
I remember the first time I actually saw you at this school was picture day, and you had that red suit of samurai armor on, and I was amazed.
It's also motivated me to create new things, such as like sculptures and swords, and he's just all around a great guy.
You make some really awesome things.
Don't overestimate how many waffles you can eat, and please don't take your Chromebook home with you when you graduate.
Zach has helped me get through most of my freshman year. He taught me a whole lot about what to expect throughout the years.
It was fun. I had an aquarium with you. We got to go around Newport with Zach.
So Zach is really cool. Our families have been friends for a really long time, and I really didn't realize who he was until the beginning of this year. But even before that, he was super nice.
I think you're the funniest person in our studio.
Oh, jeez, look at the time.